Hi, guys. We are definitely celebrating. This is the prodigal celebrates the end of the quarter of civilization. This is one of the gates, the 33rd gate, the gate of retreat is one of the four gates of the cross of the four ways. Each of these gates, the 33rd gate, the retreat, the 19th, the approach, the 44th coming to meet, and what else do we have? The 24th, the returning. These are the four gates that end each quarter, and this is the cross of the four ways, and here we are retreating. This is the week of retreat. So we are going to be conditioned by the neutrinos that come from the sun in the voice that says, I remember. This is the voice from the channel of the prodigal, the one that leaves its tribe, their tribe, the one that leaves their tribe and goes to explore life in the world, goes to the unexpected journey, and then comes back and shares their memories. Yes, they share their memories, these prodigals. And this is it is the gate of retreat because it is the end of the process of this prodigal that actually represents it represents the cycle of the sensing circuit, yes, that we begin an adventure, we go through the human experiential way, we explore, we jump into adventures and relationships through the abysmal and all this process, and then we gather the secrets and the stories of people, and then we retreat to reflect and digest all this cycle before we can share it, before we can tell it as a story. And this is another gate, which is the storyteller, as the 56 is, and they are two parts of the same, two aspects of the same thing, sharing the adventures in a format of a story. So this is what we are going to say. We are going to remember, and we are going to remember while we are processing things mentally in a logical way, because we have this, still we have the channel of logic conditioning us globally. And it's interesting because now both Mercury in the fourth gate, in the gate of formalization, and Neptune in the 63rd gate, the gate of doubt, which both they form the channel of logic, both of them are in retrograde. So I don't know how it is going to show itself, but it will. So if we will be attentive, we could feel what this logical process does to us when it is in retrograde. And also, of course, we have these pressures from the root, this pressure to begin an adventure. Yes, the 41st gate, the gate of fantasy. If it connects to our design personally, it's very strong because it is from the same circuit as the sun. So we have this resonance, and I think it might, because it is in the nodes, it affects all of us in a very strong way. So it is interesting, and of course, if our root is being conditioned this way or another, so we also feel the two tribal strong pressures. Yes, the earth in the gate of approach that looks and pressures. Looks at and pressures the solar plexus, and of course the marrying maiden. She's just marrying all the time. I mean, she has a lot of energy to marry and to marry and to marry. Interesting. So that's the energy of this week, this retreat of reflection, and this remembrance, and this coming out, having an outlet to all the secrets, yes, the secrets that the 13 gathers. Very interesting. And also this feeling of closure. It's a closure of a cycle of the sensing circuit, and it's a closure of the quarter of civilization. Very interesting week. At the 1st of August, we are going to experience 10 or something like this hours of opinions, which are going to represent this retrograde logical processing, mental processing, which is conditioning us. It's interesting. I don't know how, I'm looking forward to see how it is going to show itself with 2 collective gates in the throat, and these opinions and this strong pressure to be involved in a new adventure, and also the closure of this adventure. Interesting, very interesting. So let's see which opinions are going to blurb up. We are going to blurb. And then at the 4th, we're going to experience another gate that belongs to the cross of the 4 ways, the 24th gate, the gate of returning, this individual thought that just goes round and round and round in the head, while the head is still conditioned in a retrograde way by this channel of logic. So it is going to be interesting. It is very weird to see how many mental activations we have, more and more and more mental activations that are kind of long-term mental activations that we have. It really, I don't know how an open head deals with it, but I think it's not, I assume this is not easy because the pressure is so strong. And when we have all these, we have this channel of logic, but all the time we have other gates that just, lead up, and wow. So we really need to stick to our strategy and authority. I was looking for somebody that was born on this with this sun, and I was very amazed to meet Neil Armstrong, which is a real prodigal. A 5th line prodigal that really left his little tribe, and look at his chart. He's so tribal. 3 tribal channels, the defense circuit, all of it, in the manifesting channel of the tribe. And he really has these nodes of the, the cross of laws or the cross of wishes, the 3rd gate that brings mutation, new order, new things to the tribe, to the very conservative tribe. And in the other side, he has these 2 gates, the risk-taking of the cross of the unexpected. So it's really interesting to see these amazing prodigal that also the unconscious Sun-Earth are 2 direction gates that sit in his open G, the gate of the driver and the gate of the direction of the self. And they are at the direction of it's the expression of the self, but it's like the direction is inward now. So he has the vision and also his inward direction and the way he wants to express himself through this exploration. Look, he is 5-1, a very solid 5-1. He has 9 first lines, but he also has 7 third lines, which contributed to this adventurous nature to go and explore really new boundaries, to break boundaries, to go beyond the tribe in order to come back and nourish the tribe with what he found. And he's struggling for life's purpose and wants to universalize all what he saw on the way and all the understandings that and the ideas and the opinions that he got while being so determined and while manifesting his pressure to begin new cycles of development. This is so beautiful. And of course, the 51st gate, yes, needing to be first. In Uranus, yes, it's very, very interesting to look at this chart. I'm not going to dive into the details, but basically it's really beautiful to see because he's a real prodigal. Look at his totally open head and this, this G with these two direction gates, which also talk about beauty, finding new places for his tribe to explore. Wow, very, very beautiful. So this is the cross of refinement. Yes, this is really beautiful. So this is about us floating in this amazing space, looking for our private adventures. Some of us are floating inside, some of us are floating outside, but we are floating. And the only thing that can really be our inward private gravity is our strategy. So while we are just floating in space, we really need to remember that inside of us, inside our structure, there is this strategy that really protects us. This is our spacesuit that really protects us from whatever is there in the unknown while we are floating. And this inward gravity, this place of that we can rely on, this place in us that we can rely on, the inner authority, can only work successfully when we are locked in a strategy. So let's come back from all our journeys inside to retreat with our strategy, to reflect our journeys through our strategy and authority, and then we can be invited to share our memories. And we have a whole week to do that before interaction begins in the quarter of duality, and I'll be very happy to meet you then. See you and have a great